Good morning from Eden Prairie, Rink 2. Sunday morning, 10:30 game time, scrimmage to be exact. This morning, Eden Prairie, Squirt A, wearing white. We'll be moving right to left as during the first and third periods, taking on the Wayzata, the Trojans from Wayzata, gold team. So Wayzata has 12 Squirt teams this year, 173 players, and so therefore they have the luxury of having two Squirt A teams. They pretty much tier their teams higher and lower, gold being kind of the A team to the Squirt Blue or the Wayzata Blues double A team concept. So it should be interesting to see how this all plays out, playing what we believe is a gettable game here for us early in the season, early in the scrimmage season as well, where the Eagles are still trying to figure out everybody on the team. How are they playing together as a team? A lot of them haven't played a whole lot of hockey with each other over the years, and so we are learning together on how passes materialize, who passes where, that type of thing, kind of the chemistry and such. So scrimmage number 2 got away with a nice victory last week in Lakeville, topping the Lakeville North team 6-2 on their home ice. Now we're back at our home ice again, albeit it's rink 2, so we got to get above the glass a little bit, as we don't have any stands or bleachers here. Still a sore spot. All that space behind those benches there, we could have a nice set of bleachers. Most of that dryland stuff doesn't get used, but that is a topic for another day. So this week in practice, boys were working hard on passing, making consistent passes, and then also those battle drills down in the corner. About 80% of the game is played 2 feet from the boards, so it is important that we are strong on the boards and able to pick those pucks off and win those battles down low. Got Mr. Wenkus out there as one of the refs representing the Eden Prairie team. Don't have the Wayzata coach's name, but we will see how that goes. So starting lineup for the Eagles. We got Leo coming off a really strong game last weekend. Let's see if he can continue that. Pravatsky left wing. Dylan and Charlie back at D. So a new position for Charlie today, moving everybody around. And we'll see how that shakes out as Coach Bianchi is getting to know his new team as well. Rink chases it down to the near side corner, brings it back, looks back up ice again, finds Leo coming up through the slot. Pravatsky then picks it up at center ice. Puck winds up sliding off into the Wayzata zone for an offside on Eden Prairie. So I would expect to see quite a bit of that going on here in the next couple of weeks before we get into the district games. We will have multiple people playing multiple positions, trying to shuffle everything out, see how things settle, see where everybody is strongest, who plays well with who. Strube dumps it into the Wayzata zone down to the far side corner. Then he chases his own dump, meets up with it behind the back of the net. Puck pops back out again as Wayzata regains control, passes it up along over the red line. They just dump it down, and Asa meets it and greets it, puts a glove on the puck for a stoppage of play. And we'll reset down on the far side, Eden Prairie dot. Christian takes it away off the face-off, looks up ice. Had a guy out front. He was looking up ice. Wayzata was able to intercept that. Now we got a chip shot at the blue line into the Eden Prairie bench. And we'll go back at it again. Leo at center. Rink chops it up. He finds Stubbs. Stubbs takes it down into the Wayzata zone, gets it knocked away down low. Berg passes it back out to the point. Christian fires shot. Oh, almost Stubbs had it, a rebound there. Leo dumps it into the corner, blows a tire by himself. And now we just play whack the puck over in the far side corner. Wayzata now flips it up ice, looking for his guy, coming up along the near side, goes down into the Eden Prairie near side corner where they fight for it. Puck comes back out in front again. Chaos in front, sticks going everywhere, broken stick. Rink chips it back up to Heller. Heller up to Leo. Leo crosses over the blue line, can't connect with it. And now Wayzata comes back and dumps it back down into the Eden Prairie zone. Christian again picks it back up, pops it up along the near far side half wall. Christian again can't make progress with it. Now pops it back to Rink. Rink up to Pravatsky again. Pravatsky finds the center up to Kellen Strube. And Wayzata again picks it off, and now they march it back up ice again. Pauses at the dot, looking for a shot. They can't get it off. Meets a bunch of Eden Prairie players wearing white today. And Eden Prairie able to clear it back out of the zone again. Pravatsky, smart kid, made a lot of nice smart plays. Impressed with what he's brought so far. He tries to center it out in front. Can't connect with anybody. Shot from 90 degrees as Wayzata covers it up. For a stoppage of play. A lot of back and forth so far to start the game. 8:53 left. We're going to play in 12 minutes, although it's a scrimmage, so we don't really have any official time. We can kind of pick and choose what we want to do as the time progresses. Back to the point again. Another shot off the pads of Wayzata. Now Wayzata picks up the rebound off the pads. Unke chasing after it, goes through the sticks. Wayzata keeps possession of it. They drop it down into the near side corner. Berg picks it up down low, circles behind Eden Prairie net, looking up ice. He gets taken down over on the far side half wall as the puck trickles over onto the near side. Richards looked at it. Now he brings it back. Puck behind the back of the net again. They're looking cross ice. Wenkus now on the march. He picks it up down the low side, takes it behind the Wayzata net, backhands it out to the point again. Christian picks it up, dumps it back down. Leo there to pick it up, trying to put a stick on it. He couldn't. Back out to the point. Rink. Rink dumps it back down to Wenkus. Wenkus firing shot as scramble in front. Rink now pinches, trying to keep it alive as Christian comes over as a little bit of backup to cover for Charlie. Now Berg. Puck butterflies its way out to center ice. Christian picks it up. Rink pops it back to Christian. Gets broken up again by a Wayzata player. Dylan back up to Rink. Rink to Berg. Berg all the way over to Wenkus. Wenkus puts a shoulder into a Trojan. At the slot, back to Dylan again. Shot right into the gut of Wayzata. Rink fires one off again into the high slot. Plinko's off about a 3 Trojans. Wenkus now fires one back again, picks it up along the near side, or the far side Wayzata corner. Slings it back around to Rink at the point. Rink again fires it over to Christian. Christian fires it in there. Shot. Plinko score! And the Eagles go up 1-0. as Richards puts the first goal in for Eden Prairie to take a 1-0 lead with 6:56 to go. Great puck work by the Eagles to start it off. Key is to move the puck. Don't need to tell you that. You're all centering pass out in front again. Backhand shot by Heller. And off the goalie of Wayzata. Now battle over on the far side. Unke picks it up behind the net. He's looking up ice. And Prairie picks it up. Stubbs now bringing it back. Strube quickly catches himself as he was offside. And now Rink pops out, picks up the puck, slings it up to Strube. Strube can't connect with it. Rink again finds the other way. Finds Heller across ice. He brings it back up ice, or into the neutral zone, I should say. That progress is waylaid. Now Christian brings it back up again. He sees his zone. He's not afraid to take it himself. But no success there. Strube dumps it back down into the Wayzata zone as Strube goes off. Berg comes back on again. Back out to the point. Christian shot again from high. Rink with a shot, firing in there. Berg picks it up behind the net. Here it is, coming in. Pravatsky coming off the bench. Rink shot fired. And again, wide right. Back to Christian again. And now Rink chasing after the puck. He picks it up, looking back up ice. Back to Dillon. And we get an offside on Wayzata. 5 minutes to play. Good aggressive puck movement by the Eagles to start this game. Berg back at center. Defense up to Dahl. Dahl over to Berg. Over to Pravatsky. Pravatsky curls around. Look at centering pass out. He can't connect as it goes into a Wayzata player's skates. Now Wayzata tries to punch it out of their zone. They can't. Puck dribbles back down into the Wayzata far side corner. And now Wayzata just chips it up along the penalty box boards. Berg picks it up deep in the Eden Prairie zone. He looks one way, curves around, banks it back up to Pravatsky again. They can't connect. Wayzata waits for all of his buddies to get back on ice or get back on offside. He dumps it as they get a change. Unke up to Pravatsky. Pravatsky sauces it up to Strube. Strube. A little toe drag there made Mason go offside. We're going to reset. 4:04 left in period number 1. Richards puts pressure on Wayzata. Wayzata dumps it down into the Eden Prairie near side corner. Rink charges in behind, pries it loose. He gets it pried loose by Wayzata. Wayzata now picks it up from behind the net. And Dillon's able to bat it away out to the far side in front of the Eden Prairie bench. And it goes out of play. Brian there to retrieve it, flip it back into play. 3:33 left to go in the first. Rink looking up ice before he takes the pass or flips the pass up to Berg. Berg out to Heller in center ice. Heller now brings it up ice. He puts a shot on and go deflected off Wayzata's goalie's stick. Berg back there taking on 2. And the puck trickles back out to Christian. Christian looking down low. Oh, centering pass out front. Heller there trying to grab it. Backhands it back to Christian again. Christian now dumps it back to Heller in the far side corner. Back out to the point to Rink. Rink fires one in there again. Leo in there with a scramble. Puck is still loose. Shot, score, Berg. And Eden Prairie puts their second on the board with just a scramble and a fight in front of the net. And Eagles go up 2-0 in the first. 2:37 left. Hunky over. Back to the Eden Prairie D again. Flips it over to Dahl. Dahl can't connect with it. Puck now finds its way up along the Wayzata boards into the Wayzata zone. Dahl slashing and whacking at the puck, trying to pry it away. Wayzata now moseys back up the ice. Shot wide left. Asa out of play. He took out of position a little bit. Puck net was wide open there. Again, Eden Prairie D fighting for it down the corner. Oh, dribbler just in front. Those are the ones that you got to be careful about. Unke fighting for it behind the net again. And Wenkus picks it up from behind the net. He looks up ice. He's not afraid to take it all the way. Look out for the slap shot. Ooh, toe drag, backhand, shot. Puck is loose in front. Strube picks it up off the bench. Back to Christian. Christian gets it popped away, and Wayzata now races up ice. Dillon there with the speed. He can come back and get that. No sweat for Dillon. Hold my beer. I'm coming after it. Now here he comes. 1-on-2. Shot right into the gut. And save for Wayzata. 47 seconds left. First period. Good look for the Eagles, coming out strong in their second scrimmage. Berg again chops at it off the draw. Puck finds its way over on the near side. Rink again fires one in there, knocks a stick out of one of the Wayzata players' hand. And now Rink just chops it up ice. Strube picks up the loose puck. He's got Leo to his left. Spread out. Strube fires one in there high over the top off the helmet of Wayzata. Unke there keeps it alive. Berg off the pipe. Shot off the pipe. Centering out in front again. Strube out. Centering. He can't connect with it. Now Leo picks it up again. That's it. End of one. Eden Prairie leads by 2 after the first. I think Coach Bianchi should be pretty impressed with what he's seen so far. Good, quick passes. They're not holding on to it for very long. The longer you hold on to that puck, the more likely it is you're going to get taken away. So I think Bianchi is saying, good job. Keep it up. Let's now improve it even more. So yesterday they had a day off. The boys did. They did a little service project over at Feed My Starving Children where they were competing. They had 2 tables going. They were packing bags of food for those in Togo, Western Africa country. Sits right next to Ghana. And I was not there, but I was told that they probably packed the most meals out of anybody in that building that afternoon. I was told, I believe it was enough food for about 17,000 meals. Don't hold me to that. That could be a lot. My numbers could be completely off. But what I was shocked by was it was enough food for a year for a pretty significant number of people. So 17,000, that might be stretching it. Whatever. Anyways, good job on them. Then we finished it up with a little bit of a happy hour at Hackamore Brewing. Not for the boys, but for the adults. The boys were there. They didn't have any alcohol. It's against the rules. All right, in Prairie now moving left to right. Stubbs gets gets intertwined with the Trojan over on the far side up against the boards. Now Wenkus comes in to help. Stubbs there again. Heller picks it up at the top of the point. And now Wayzata tries to bring it back up ice into the Eden Prairie zone. Wayzata tries to center it out in front, hits the side of the net, and they put it in front. Look out, fluttering slap shot. Not a whole lot of velocity on that one as it just wobbled its way into Ace's glove. And we'll get a shift change on the majority of both teams. And we now have Berg. Rink now picks up from behind his own net. Back up to Pravatsky. Pravatsky couldn't hang on to it. Rink now charges again behind the net. He's there with Dylan. Dylan gently pushes away a Wayzata player. Now he's looking up the ice to Dahl. Dahl to Berg. Berg looking for Pravatsky again. Pravatsky picks it back up. Tries to center it out in front. Berg there, puts a stick on it. Can't get any mustard on it. Back to Pravatsky. Berg there, just poking at it, like he's looking for a golf ball in a pond. Back to Rink. Rink fires one in there, deflected by the Wayzata goalie. Berg again picks it up. Look out front. Back out to Rink. Rink from the top of the circle, fired in off the hip of one of the players. Dylan able to keep it alive. Oh, puck just skates free. Now we got 2-on-1. Rink. Shot wide right. Rink now looks over to Dahl. Dahl tries to pick it up, gets it taken away by Wayzata. Wayzata brings it back down low. And it's quickly intercepted by Christian. Christian now up looking for Berg, ice. And we will reset it back down in the Eden Prairie zone. Look at the grace. So graceful on his skates. All right, back to the action. Bunky pops it over to Richards. Richards can't connect with it and keep up. Wayzata now 2-on-1. Look out. Centering pass out front. Oh, wide right. And the Eagles got away with that one. But now it quickly comes up to Wenkus. Wenkus fires shot in, bouncing off the glove of Wayzata. Back in action again. Oh, centering pass to Wenkus, and he can't. Boy, if I had to do that, I would have pulled about 3 muscles. Now we're just sitting along the blue line here. Dangerous spot to go offside. And the puck pops back out into the Wayzata zone. They backhand it up along the near side half wall. They flick it away a little bit further. Eden Prairie fires it across ice. Wayzata takes an eagle down. And now Unke looking to backhand it up ice. He can't. EP now slings it up to Strube. Strube picks up speed, and we're way offside on Richards. 8:09 left. Still 2-rip. EP over Wayzata. Berg taps it off to Heller. Puck back out over the blue line. Christian over to Rink. Rink. Back up. Shot. Oh, rebound almost. Heller was there. And now Wayzata marches it back up. He's got a guy out in the center and gets it poked away by Rink. Rink and Christian playing well at D together. They used to do that a long time ago when they were smaller. Back to Heller again. Heller pops it up and now chases it down into the Wayzata near side corner. Centering out in front again. Puck's loose. Nobody there looking for it. Good play by Declan. Pops it back up to Dylan. And now the puck comes loose. Dylan grabs onto it. Brings it behind the Eden Prairie net. And now he finds Stubbs up at the blue line. Berg picks up. He's got Dahl behind him. Berg, pass off to Dahl. Dahl wasn't quite ready. Step too far behind. Rink keeps it alive. And Dahl snaps it forward a little bit more. Puck is still alive. Rink's still able to keep it. Chips it over to Berg. Berg takes a shot, gets deflected off a stick of Wayzata. And now we got a whole bunch of action over here on the near side half wall. Wayzata comes away with it. And like I said, they just skated up the ice. Not as much puck movement between the players as Eden Prairie. Shot and a save by Asa. 6:34 left in period number 2. Drew pops it back to Unke. Unke flips it over onto the near side. Strube fights for it along the red line, as does Pravatsky. Going on right in front of you. If you got a big TV, that probably looked like you were right there in the game. Unke slings it back around to the near side corner. Strube now pops it up. Up to Pravatsky. Pravatsky takes it around behind, down low behind the net. Tries to backhand it out to Strube. It gets blocked. Back to Unke. Unke tries to fire one in there. He can't. Gets deflected off a stick. And now Wayzata again skates it up the ice. Our defenders are too good. You're not going to be able to skate it up on us. Could be famous last words there, but I feel confident today saying that. Wayzata again picks it up from behind the net. Unke there, pries it away. A good battle and second and third efforts by Pravatsky. Wayzata now brings it back up ice again. Goes up Ace's glove. He can't cover it, and now Eden Prairie D brings it up ice. All the way, and he goes down. We're going to have a penalty for tripping on Wayzata with 4:41 left to go in second. And again, that's always interesting to see how in these coaches' scrimmage are we taking players off for penalties or not? So Eden Prairie goes up on their first power play with 4:41 left to go in the second. Puck bobbles back out to Dylan. Dylan fires one in there. Oh, there it is, shot! Heller with a goal, and Eden Prairie puts their third, takes advantage of that power play as you just camp out in front of that net. Rink picks it up behind his net. Back up to Heller. Heller looking for Wenkus. Intercepted by the Trojan. Back up to Wenkus again. Richards, Wenkus shot, and a nice save by Wayzata. It almost seems like their instinct for our guys. Unke fires one in off the stick of Berg. I don't think Berg was waiting for it. Berg in front, flicks it up high, and another goal for Eden Prairie. Patience. You could see Leo being patient there as he got the puck. The goalie went down instantly, and Leo just flicked it up. That's number 2 for Leo. And Evan, nice handoff of the puck. Back to the Eden Prairie D. Flicks it up along the far side. And we got an offside on Wayzata with 3:53 left to go. In the second, clock still stopped. Don't worry, just a couple Eden Prairie dads over there talking in the booth. There we go, now we got the clock going. Shot high, wide right. Back out to Unke at the point. Unke flicks one back down low. Leo pinches himself in, gets position. Now comes back around again. Back out to Unke. Unke back down low again. To Stubb. Over to Leo. And now Wayzata tries to backhand it out. He can't. Dahl tries to grab it down on the near side. Back to Leo again. He's got Stubbs out in front. Centering pass. Oh, it can't connect. Right through Stubbs' stick. And now Wayzata tries to bring it up ice. First time they've got it out of their zone in quite a while. And Unke picks it up. He flicks it to Wenkus. Wenkus now brings it into Wayzata's zone. Drops it back to Dahl. Dahl tries to fire one in there, and it's intercepted by a Wayzata player. There's Wayzata. Good pass by Wayzata. Trying to get a good pass. They aren't passing a ton. Well, that was a good attempt. Rink there to break it up as he was coming off the bench. Christian up to Strube. Strube keeps control of it. Looks for Wenkus. Wenkus goes right. He's got him. Pass, shot, score! That's Wenkus to Pravatsky for the 5th. And Eden Prairie looking quite dialed in here with 2:18 left to go in the second. Don't worry, folks, we're right down low here. Shot wide right. Wenkus up to Pravatsky. Wenkus wide open. Back to Wenkus again. Oh, led him a little bit too far. That would have been for sure the sixth. Christian keeps it alive at the top. Wenkus over on the near side half wall. Christian goes down low. Back to Pravatsky. Pravatsky looks down low, passes it back. He was looking for Christian again. Gets it broken up by a Wayzata player. Christian now comes in. And he's putting a body on the Wayzata player and finally pickpockets him and brings it back around the near side corner. Up to Strub. Strub now looking for Berg again. No, he was looking for Pravatsky. Pravatsky breaks one loose. Shot. Oh, he could have taken it a couple more steps. Back to Christian again. Right into the shin pads of a Trojan. Now Berg battles for it solo on the near side half wall. Wayzata now gets it to the center of the ice, brings it back up ice. Rink now drives him wide. Goes around Rink. Look out. And gets a shot on net. And Asa there for the grab. 43 seconds left to go in the second. Berg takes it from behind the Eden Prairie net. Look at his speed, galloping. Go, Leo, go. Breaks through everybody. Shot. Oh, right into the pads. Come on, Leo, you got to put a move on that or something. I mean, you might as well just put it in your hand and handed it and put it in his glove. All that effort. All Swedish, no finish. Well, let's try it again. 23 seconds left. Pravatsky. Back to Unke. Unke slings it down, banks it off the boards behind the net. Wayzata now grabs it along the far side. Back to Unke again. Unke backhands it over. Richards picks it up. He's got Heller wide open. Good pass to Heller. Heller takes it in. Oh, good defensive play by Wayzata. That brings us to the end of period number 2, where Eden Prairie adds to their lead by adding another 3, 5-0 going into the third period here at Rink 2, Eden Prairie Community Center on a cold Sunday morning in November. It's kind of what you expect this time of year, right? We haven't had a whole lot of it. Don't worry though, looks like it's going to be warming up again next weekend, back into maybe the 60s, low 60s by next weekend. So if you don't have your dock out, there's still time. Presumably those of you with docks though, you've probably got them out of the water by now. Those of you without docks, disregard the last minute. Although the leaves, man, they just are not dropping. I had a lawn crew come do a fall cleanup on Thursday, and the yard looks the exact same way it was before they arrived. So stubborn leaves this year, 2025 late season for leaves coming off trees. It could be an epic spring cleanup here if they stay on for much longer. All right, we're breaking huddle here. Oh, we got 17 minutes on the clock now. 17 minutes, like I said. We just take a look and see how much time we've got left in our ice time. And we'll put the appropriate amount of time on the clock. Now we've changed it up again. We got Rink at center. Wenkus back at D. Christian flips it up on the near side, right in front of my face. Where is the puck? There it is. Come on, Wayzata, you got to get back on sides here. You don't know which way you're going. There you go. Everybody's back on sides. They're all accounted for. And Rink comes in, runs into Dylan. And now we're going to get a penalty on Crosby Richards as sticks go flying. And now Eden Prairie will get a chance to practice their penalty kill as it's their first. Rink slaps it up, tries to clear the zone. He can't. Wayzata keeps it alive. Wenkus now flips it up. Looking for his forwards. He's got Strube over on the far side. Wayzata there, keeps it alive in their zone, barely. And now Wenkus chops it away. He's got Rink streaking down. Oh, and just enough to get the puck back over the blue line for another offside on EP. So we got Leo and Stubbs, Decker up front, Unke in back. And Wayzata dumps it in on their power play. Unke picks it up down low. He gets it taken away. Puck back out center again. Nope. Dribbles behind the net. And now Leo drops it back to Dean. Dean fiddles around with it and it sticks. Now he comes all the way up. He's skating it by himself. And he's looking, centers it out off the pads of Wayzata. Berg now chops it up. Brings it into the near side corner. Looking for the stuff shot, saved by Wayzata. Berg again, the pace has slowed. And we couldn't keep it alive as our defenseman just couldn't. I don't know what he was doing. Wasn't looking at the puck. Unke picks it up, looks one way, looks the other. Turns around, looking again. Finds Stubbs along the near side. He chops one loose. He's got a lane, he comes through, centers it back out to Leo. And he had Heller and Leo. I don't know who got that goal, but Eden Prairie puts their 6th on the board. It looks like it was Leo that had it. That's what Declan is signaling. Good aggressive play. And Eden Prairie gets a shorthanded goal, puts 6 on the board. Stubbs over to a combination of Heller and Leo. Heller gets pulled down behind the net. Puck is loose. Pravatsky chases him in, keeps him down low. Good forecheck. And again, that area over there, look at that. Wayzata now has a wide open shot right into the chest of Asa, and he keeps the shutout intact. As we had a little trouble keeping that puck alive in our zone over near the Wayzata bench. Unke slings it over to Strube. Strube patiently waits and picks it up. His nobody out center. Now he looks for Richards. Trojans intercept it. Back to Dean. Dean now looking up ice. And he toe drags it right at the blue line, causing Richards to go offside. Wayzata breaks the face off, gets a little bit of momentum. Oh, there it was. A great opportunity for Wayzata to get there first. Look out for the stuff. Shot and a score. And Wayzata puts their first up. Just as I said, the shutout word. That was it. That I won't do again. Leo, from behind the net, picks it up, looking for his point guy. Back to Dylan. Dylan gets back in position. Dylan fires one in there. Heller couldn't. Leo again brings it back around, doing the rope-a-dope. Back to Wenkus. Wenkus shot off the pipe high. Now Leo chops at it down on the near side half wall. Stubbs looking for Dylan. Dylan was out of office. And now Wayzata tries to pick it up. Stubbs there, comes back, pops it loose. And now Eden Prairie try to bring it back up ice again. Dylan finds Mason. Mason can't quite catch the pass. Puck now back again behind the Eden Prairie net. Asa looking one way or the other. Puck down loose. Mason tries to bring it up ice, clear the zone. Kravatsky or Dahl there trying to help out. Dylan picks it up, and he now pops it out of the Wayzata Eden Prairie zone. Wayzata needs to regroup. No, Stubbs now picks it up. He's got it, and he loses it. Back to Mason. Over to Pravatsky. Pravatsky cuts in, shot, and a score right over the blocker of Wayzata. And EP logs their 7th with 9:30 left to go. And Prairie again brings it forward. There it is, shot, centering pass. Richards there, looking for the deflection. Back out to the point, Eden Prairie shot, wide right. Richards picks it up down on the near side, back to Unke at the point. Unke, kind of a customary shot, play he does. He grabs it and then pops it right back low again. I've noticed that. Now Unke along the near side. Stubbs there to cover. I'm sorry, Strube there to cover. Yeah, you got Evan right in the way here. Puck floating out in front again. It's loose. And Wayzata covers it with 7:57. Wenkus steals puck away from a Trojan, curls around, looking up ice. He's got Dahl and Berg there. Wenkus decides he's going to maybe take it himself. He goes all the way. Another Swedish, all Swedish, no finish. Dahl back to Christian. Christian fires one in there. Shot. Puck is loose again. Oh! Back to Berg. Leo fires one in there. Another shot. Dahl coming in. Couldn't put a blade on it. And now Eden Prairie just kind of doing what they want right now with Wayzata. That's offside. Nope, they didn't call it. Dahl now takes it low. He's got Berg coming to the center. Dahl can't keep control of it along the boards. He has his head down. Berg now comes out looking for Pravatsky. No, Pravatsky came down. Back out to the top. Wenkus fires one in there again. Puck and bouncing puck. Back out to Christian. Christian banks it back down to Pravatsky again. Pravatsky turns left, turns right. Back to Wenkus. Wenkus dumps it down low. We get a couple guys coming off for Eden Prairie. Pravatsky puts some pressure on behind the net. Christian stops one way, looks at options, can't find it. Backhands it up to Heller. Heller now takes it wide. He's looking for back. Who's got his back? He pops it back to the point. Eden Prairie able to keep it alive slightly. And now EP back on the run again. Brings it up along the near side. Tried to center it out in front. Pravatsky there. Heller. That was Heller, not Pravatsky. They're kind of shaped the same way. Heller again chases it into the near side corner. And Wayzata clears it. And you notice the difference in quantity of passing as Wayzata just gets it popped away down along the Eden Prairie corner. Richards looking for Rink, couldn't connect. Unke fires one in there. Stick on the ground, stick on the ground. Get your sticks on the ice. And Eden Prairie not able to keep it alive. Got a Wayzata player streaking down. Dean takes control. Now Rink grabs it. He falls down by himself. And he skates off the ice. And Leo comes back on. Stubbs now tries to fight for it along the near side blue line. Strube now gets away with it. He's got a wide open shot. Fired. Oh, high off over the top of the net. He was looking high. Just a little bit too high. Dean now fires one in there right off the skates of a Wayzata player, and Wayzata tries to force it up the ice again. Dean, just solid brick. Just rides the guy into the boards, creates that turnover. Now Leo, again, looking for Decker Stubbs. Decker curls back around. Where's his D? Floats one back over to Strube. Strube. Backhands went out. Mason can't connect. And Dylan is there. Now he looks up ice. He's got a couple different lanes. Berg just sitting there watching him go. Dylan tried to take it the whole way, backhands it in. Couldn't get enough lift on it. Berg now fires one in there. Off the pipe. Berg again. Back to Christian. Christian over to Wenkus. Look out. He likes his slap shots. Not going to see one yet. Centered out in front again, and Wayzata is able to clear it out. Mason picks it up. And again loses it at the blue line. Ooh, Dylan takes a good hit. He gets up. That one hurt a little bit. That'll knock the wind out of you slightly. And so EP will go on another power play. Last time they had a power play, they put one up. 1:30 left to go. So they'll be on a power play for the rest of the game if they don't score. Right now, 7-1, Eden Prairie over Wayzata. Pass over to Unke. Unke fires one in there. Wide. Rink picks it back up. Looking back out for Richards. Rink back over to Unke. Unke fires one in there. Shot wide right. Rink picks it back up again. Takes it down low, drops it back to Unke again. Unke fires one in there. Deflected. Rink shot. Score! And with 32 seconds left, I think that's all she wrote. Fire up the engines. This one is in the books. So as of right now, we don't have another scrimmage on the books. Speaking of books, so stay tuned for that. We're working on some more scheduling here. Two seconds left, 1 second left. That will do it. Eden Prairie. Good outing by EP. Puts up 8 on Wayzata, who basically occupies the whole western half of the metro area. So they got a lot of numbers to deal with and work with. So things are looking pretty positive for the Eden Prairie Squirt A team so far. 2-0 in their first two outings. One against Lakeville North, one against Wayzata. Great puck movement. Good aggressive play. Good second and third efforts. Strong defense. A lot of aggressiveness and activity around in front of the net. Good start to the 2025-2026 season. So until next time, when that is, I don't know. Stay tuned. But until then, we will see you. Have a good